Hello and welcome to your second tutorial in programming applications using C#. So today we're going to go over some basic variables. So this is a program we had last time, but sometimes we want to use variables and what they basically are is so that we can store bits of code. We can store actual things that we can modify and play about with. So I'm going to create an integer. What an integer is, if you into your maths, it's basically a positive or negative number that doesn't have any decimals in it. Then we're going to call this number. So what we've basically done here, we've created an integer variable and we've given it the name number. So we can access this variable whenever we want using the word number. Ignore that if you just saw anything. So what we're going to want to do is, firstly I'm going to say print out number, because we want to be seeing the output we're going to get from this program. We're going to get an error. Use of unassigned, yeah. So we're going to say equal to 0. So we're going to say that this number that we're going to use is going to be equal to 0. So I'm basically going to go across a couple of things we can do. We can just remember these are going to be all using the same variable. So I'm going to say number is equal to 5. We're then going to print out the number. And we're going to get 5. Number is equal to 2 plus 5. We're going to get 7, because that's what it is. Number is equal to 2 times 5. We're going to get 10, because that's what that is, basically. It's going over basic arithmetic functions. In here, if we do like something like 15 divided by 3, we're going to get 5. So on and so forth. There's a couple of other ones we can do. Should we go over them in this tutorial? I'm not sure, because I want to cover some other variables we can use. But yeah, I'm going to run this program now. Okay, there we go. As you can see, these are the numbers that printed out. So it printed out 5 because we first started off by setting the variable to 5 here. It then printed the number because we assigned the number to 5, then printed it. We then said number is equal to 2 add 5, which is 7, and it printed that. We then said number is equal to 2 times 5, which is 10. And we then said number is equal to 15 divided by 3, which is 5. So, yep, that's basically basic use of a integer. Now I'm just going to cover some other variable types. There is a double. A double is basically a variable that can store decimal places as well. So I do 133.7, and we're basically going to get that, and I forgot we need to set number equal to 69 up here. So we've got numbers variable times 69. I'm actually going to put that decimal point there just to demonstrate it more. We've got number 2 set to 13.37, and we're also going to create a string variable, and we're going to call this message, and we're going to make this over 9,000. So basically a string is very different to these number variables. A string is basically something that's going to store a bunch of text for us, basically. And equally, there's also a character type, and we're going to call this C or something. It's going to be equal to B. And I think we need to surround that with different types of brackets. So a character variable can store just one character, basically. And what effectively a string basically is just a load of characters. But a string is what we usually use because we like to basically make it print text. I lost my words there. Integer, double, string, character. There's also Boolean. This is really helpful because this literally, I'm not kidding you, takes up 1 bit of the memory. That's 11010. Considering there's 8 bits in a byte, 1024 bytes in a kilobyte, 1024 kilobytes in a megabyte, 1024 megabytes in a gigabyte, and your hard drive's holding about 500 gigabytes, we can store plenty of booleans. So we're going to say this, we're going to call this bool, we're going to set this equal to true. And what basically a boolean can hold is it can hold a true or false value. Have I did something wrong here? Yes, I have. Bool B is going to be equal to true. The boolean value can basically store true or false. So it's really just helpful for just checking things, and we'll go into using it, using different things called if statements and loops and stuff. But I think that's all the basic variable types that we're going to cover this tutorial. So next time we're going to go over using some of these in practical situations. So in the meanwhile, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.